Hi, thank you so much for joining me today for this question and answer moment. I am Pastor Lara Emmanuel. It is just a joy to be here. We're going to get right to it, okay? This is the question I got. It says, Dear Pastor Lara, I have been in a complicated relationship for 10 years. We moved in together 7 years ago and he still has not proposed to me. He says it's fine with the way things are and that marriage will only complicate things. Whenever I bring up the issue of marriage, he tells me we do not need a piece of paper to show our love for each other. And we end up arguing. We love each other, but I don't know what to do anymore. How do I uncomplicate my relationship? Well, first of all, let me just say this, that love is not complicated and marriage is not a complication at all. This is actually not that complicated at all because he clearly has told you just where he stands on the issue of marriage. I know that, people moving together these days without necessarily having the commitment of marriage, but that in itself actually complicates things. When you go into a relationship, you have to define the relationship. God defined his relationship with us. He told us exactly who he is. He told us what we to expect. He's going to never leave us. He will never forsake us. He'll provide for us. He'll heal us. He'll deliver and all of that stuff. He told us exactly what to expect in his relationship with us. So we knew what we were getting into and we knew what we were going to get out of that relationship as well. Your relationship likewise has to be defined. When you go at the beginning of your relationship, that's where it should have been defined so that you know exactly what you are going into and you know exactly what to expect out of it. You have invested 10 years of your life in this relationship. I know that at some point you thought that you could change his mind. Maybe, he'll come around to it, but this is clearly not the situation in your case. And he's still standing on what he said. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And when the person tells you who they are and what they want, you got to believe it. You may have thought that over time, as you grow into each other and you learn and you know each other better, that things are going to change. But clearly it has not changed in 10 years. And you shouldn't have to wait another 10 years to know whether or not this is going to go anywhere, especially in the area of marriage. Marriage is so much more than just a piece of paper. I'll tell you that. And it's not just about you having your name on a marriage certificate. Marriage is it's a union. It's of commitment of a lifetime that you're going to spend building your future together, building a life together, raising a family together. Those are things those are the benefits of a marriage. What's happening here is that he sees it as a mere piece of paper. You know why? Because he's been enjoying all the benefits of a marriage without actually committing to it, without the commitment of a marriage. So it's in your hands to make a decision for yourself. Do you want to do this again for another 10 years? Or do you just want to go from this? I think you owe it to yourself to revisit this marriage goal with him again and let him know just exactly what you want. Ask him the questions that you need answers to. Are we ever going to get married? Is this going anywhere? If you say you love me, love, by the way, love is commitment. So when a person say they love you, but they're not willing to commit, that it's a red flag. And you cannot continue to ignore all of those red flags that you've seen over the years. This is the time to make a decision for yourself as to what you want, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. So you need to ask him, because in order for you to be on the same page, in order for you to be headed in the same direction, you're going to have to agree. So what are you agreeing on? That's what you need to talk to him about so that you can know where you go from here. I do hope that all things work out for you the way you think it should. But even if it does not, you have to know that it's a choice that he has to make. Bible says something that a man who finds a wife finds a good life and finds a treasure and receives favor from God. You are a treasure. And no man finds a treasure and then want to play with his treasure. If that ever happens, it will probably be one, because he does not know the value of the treasure that he has found, or two, because he thinks that there's something better for him out there. Whichever one it is, you need to ask questions and you need to make sure you know. You are a treasure. You deserve to be loved. You deserve that commitment that you were looking for. And if it's not with him or from him, then at some point you're going to have to make a decision, a best decision for yourself to move forward. This is about your life. This is about your future. So make sure that the decision that you're going to make, it's about you, okay? Pray about it. Above all, ask God for direction. Ask God whatever he wants you to do. But make sure you do not let this conversation turn into an argument again. Because you know what? An argument is usually just a way, an excuse to escape from talking about the real issue. So make sure that it does not turn into an argument. But make sure you ask all the questions you need, get the answers you need. I really hope and pray that this works out for you. But if it doesn't, life goes on, okay? Make sure you stay in touch with me. Let me know how it turns out. Okay, I pray for the best for you. Do you agree with my answer to her question? Or do you disagree? I want to know what you think. I want to know your thoughts. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. Also, follow me at Dear Pastor Lara on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Dear Pastor Lara so you get to see more of my answers to those questions. I thank you so much for watching and joining me today. And I hope you come back real soon. Bye-bye.